Welcome back to Factorio. I'm Colonel Failure. When you were here last time, we eradicated a significant alien presence, and it was glorious. It took a lot longer than I anticipated, and in the process of dealing with the alien hordes, I discovered that my iron mine had actually stopped working in places. So I need to fix that today, which is exactly what I'm going to do. But first I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about power, because it's a recurring theme that I never have enough of it, and how we'd noticed that we'd stopped producing sufficient solid fuel to keep everybody topped up. Now that was not a good thing by any stretch of the imagination, and it turns out that the root cause of that was the fact that I was no longer making enough light oil to be producing it in the first place. So if we zoom in a little here on our oil production facility, what I had running in order to get petroleum gas, whatever the hell it's called. It should be called petrochem gas because that's much more sexy. But anyway, petroleum gas, I had been splitting my light oil, cracking it into petroleum gas. And as you can see here, over on the right, the gas tank was actually full, whereas the light oil tank was pretty much empty. So I've turned that off for the time being, and given that the whole thing is rigged up to the same system, we should now be in a situation where that is resolving itself. So mental note, if later on I'm running low on petroleum gas, I'm going to just call it petrochem because I want to. Yeah, so if in the future I run out, remind me that I'd switch that off. Someone, please. Splendid. Good. So yes, so that's now working again. Rather fantastically. Now, I dropped off the ill-gotten gains, and we've now got 72 alien artifacts in stock. We might even have more than that if I've stuck them in another chest. But certainly that's enough to get purple flasks on the go. So, a loose kind of title for today will be sorting out mining disasters and purple flasks. Don't even need them yet. I've still got plenty of stuff to do with blue flasks. Speaking of which, let's get some research on the go. What do I want? Ooh, what's that? Personal laser defense. Yeah, that sounds too much like power armor stuff, and I couldn't even... Oh, I figured out, well, a way of getting access to my shotgun. I swapped it over. Terrific. I hope it's more effective than the machine gun I was using beforehand. If not, I will do some sort of judicious switch, no doubt, while under fire. So what do we actually want? Should we just work through things, generally speaking? Let's go logistics 3. Blue belts. Yeah, let's do that. And hopefully we won't come under attack today, which would be lovely, because nothing more exciting than research finishing while you've got dudes trying to chew your head off. Chopping down trees simply because they're there. I might figure out the flamethrower at some point and see if it will take out trees, because that would be hilarious, and I'm sure it won't end in disaster at all. In fact, I'm pretty certain it's not going to work, but we'll give it a spin anyway. Right, so, what's going on? Let's get a couple of lights up here. Don't know about you, but it looks awfully dingy. Let's not get run over by the train. Right, so, as you can see, we've got several of these miners have completed the job that was set for them. Good job, miners. However, not so good a job, because I now need to replace them and make sure we've got our belts feeding in a fairly balanced fashion. So when I initially set this mine up in episode whatever the hell it was, I tried to do it in such a way that I would take all of the iron in strips, so that when they finished their job, we would have nothing but beautiful bare ground left, and that one's not going to last much longer either. Okay, so for load balancing purposes, we need to be feeding onto this belt here, and I'm not sure that's even going to be viable. Right, what have we got going on here? So much queued up. That's all good. What about that? That's all queued as well. Take out some more trees. In fact, there is a relatively good chance here that I don't need to place any more mines at all. But if I don't... see, here's the thing. I've got a nice queue of ore that's been extracted, ready for shipment over to the main base. So it's not like I'm going to run out anytime soon. But long may that last. And if I don't replace them now, there's a high chance the first thing I'll know about it is when we stop producing iron altogether. And that will be at the point where I go like, I need 5 more iron to build an important laser turret that's going to save my bacon. more logistic robots, but no, well, we haven't got purples being made yet. We will have soon. Oh, yeah, lab efficiency. Lab efficiency is a good call. And that's going to take a while. But I assume, and I don't actually know for a fact, I mean, you say lab efficiency, it doesn't say what it's going to do to the labs. Is it going to speed them up? Is it going to make them do more research per flask? I would assume the latter. But, you know, assumption makes an arse out of you and umption. Or you and umption. Grand. Okay, right, we cleared a bit of space. So what should we do? Well, how about we replace this with fast belt? Oh, I see what you're thinking. And we'll take this, get this edge on the move. Yeah, I like it. Have we got much fast belt left in stock? That's a nope. Right, fast belt. Okay, cool. And then, how many did I pick up? 5, 6? Some. And you want to be there, really. That's okay, we'll live with that. This is just going to make it more difficult for you to do anything with it in the future. Yeah. Fantastica. Right, and then we'll do this. Get some more fast belt. You never build enough of this stuff. And the number of times you consider, actually, shall I just get a assembly machine putting me belts together of a faster variety? Good. Yeah. Let's pick that up. We need to get some power in this bad boy. Oh, let's put a substation. Tasty. Look at that. Oh yeah, everything's working just stupendously. Right, now I want you to go like that, and then like that. And that way we're loading both sides of the belt. Right, that's going to jam up in no time at all. Excellent. I think that's all we need to do for the moment, isn't it? Yeah, we're going to need to come back a bit later and make sure that everything's working, but for now, I think that sorted us out. Oh, there's only 25 of those left. Oh, let's wait for this to run out. So I'm just going to sit here and quietly wait for this mine to finish its mining. Whew, they don't move quick, do they? Alright, so what else have I... What could I be building? How could I be making myself useful? Where are they coming from? I just killed everything up there. Interesting. Where are the corpses? They're still coming down this far side. Maybe they're coming from the far north. North of the wall, even. That would not be completely unusual. Hello, robots. Bring me gears. Maybe I should teach you how to carry more things. That's certainly something in the future. Ah, good, you finished. Right, good. Pack up, get in. Okay, cool. Right, well, that's all packed up again. How are we actually doing for load? 3.1. Everything's full. Yeah. All right. Oh, they didn't deliver. Have we got a... We've got a hole in our network there. Well, holding over a network expander is hardly going to show you, is it? Ah, look, hole in the network. Okay, well, let's fix that. And we don't really need to fix it, I suppose, but let's at least get our mining operation coverage. And the number of times I've been looking at the coverage area and then got hit by a train because I wasn't paying attention. Sometimes I just don't deserve to live. Right, let's... we've got power there. Good. Which would explain why on previous occasions all the robots had stalled while I was coming through here. Yeah. Brilliant. Okay, what have I just built? You built more mines, so you haven't really up-weighted your power usage. And we've got over a gigajoule of whatever the hell it is. We've got over a gigajoule of accumulator storage. I mean, seriously, you walk through there, your hair stands on end, and then balloons stick to it. But I possibly ought to upgrade that, and I probably, yeah. Okay, I've got a minute. Let's go stick down a few more. Those dudes, what are they called? Solar power, solar panels. Yes, let's put some more solar panels down. Because frankly, you know, more power is better. There you go. That's something Confucius used to say. More power is definitely better than less power. Would we settle for enough power? Oh, shut up! You're just blathering. Smooth. All right. Yeah. Let's put that in there, and then you can have your own dedicated power pylon. Congratulations, you're special. Good. You're all happy. Everything's happy. Where have we got shortages? Copper. Copper looks like it might be running a little. No. Copper's running at speed. Okay, good. I'm relatively pleased with that. You'll see that we've got not only solid fuel but wood going on here. That was from the great solid fuel shortage of not very long ago. I don't know if that wood will ever get used by the engines, but I'm excited to find out what happens when it does. Okay, good. Right, let's do purple flasks. Yeah, purple flasks are ace, because it makes it feel like, ooh, I'm near the end of the game. I'm going to win. Victory will be mine. All of that kind of business. So let's have... Did that say 58? 58 assembly machine threes. That might be just maybe one or two more than I really need. Maybe I should turn this off. It doesn't seem to be doing very much at the moment. Why isn't it doing very much at the moment? Maybe I've run out of something and I just haven't spotted it yet. Which wouldn't be the first time. Can we get two in now? I don't think we can. No. Well, that'd be the perfect place for it. Do we need two? Do we need one? Well, one will do for now. And we'll build up a backlog. Or should we do it over here? No, it's not going to work over there. Decisions. All right, yeah, we'll do it over. We'll do it here. Right, yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Right. So purple flasks. We'll have doing it like this. You want to build it one further down, so you can get it onto some kind of clever conveyor system. You can still get it onto a clever conveyor system there. All right. Okay. Cool. And then in the middle here, we will put a request or chest or. Right. And we'll have the requester chest going for alien artifacts. Let's whiz that up to all of them, please. It's so terribly lazy, me dumping requesters instead of just going and grabbing things out of the supply. But frankly, I've got that many sort of redundant supply chests now that I can't remember where I've put anything. I mean, that could just be because, you know, my brain's addled. Steady on. Don't be putting those on the floor. You have no idea the pain I went through to get those. Purple. Make me purple. Okay, there we go. And we're off and running. Excellent. And then we'll insert those onto a bit of belt over here in the traditional fashion of being completely inefficient in the way that... Oh, no, don't there. There. I bet I just picked that up, didn't I? Yeah, alright. What? Just stop clicking randomly and think about what... Holy cow. Okay, maybe we don't need two factories, because that's a crap load of science facts. Oh, you absolute beauty. Well, we've got two now, so we'll just live with that, shall we? And then we want to feed that onto the other side of the blue belt. And we'll do this in an incredibly pedestrian fashion. We've got the underground belt thingamajiggles. We have now that, this, and like it was meant to be. There we go, that's purples now queuing up. Now, we do not have enough reds, and we don't have enough greens. What's the matter with you people? You've got all the resources in the known world. Right, okay, let's upgrade your machinery. There we go. Work faster, damn it. I doubt it's going to be noticeably faster if I just stand here and wait idly for research flasks to go hightailing it past. However, there we go. Oh, I love it. I love it. Look at this. Cure blues, cure purples. That's just terrific. And to be honest, I think 6 research stations might actually be optimal. It's certainly close to optimal for what I'm doing. I'm just having a little difficulty in terms of supplying them sufficiently, but I can live with that. Still not so good there, but we do have a good supply here. Excellent. I think we're in business. Hell, let's put down a light and celebrate. Put down another light here and celebrate that too. Great. So everything's going swimmingly. Returning to where we started off today, let's see if our fuel situation has changed. Good. Light oil now building up. Petroleum still full. Heavy oil. Plenty of space in the storage. Provide a chest. You should be getting picked up. Ah, no, maybe it shouldn't. No, I'm pretty sure you should. I've got a requester here that's asking for 100, and it's got over 100, because there we go, and that's now jammed up. Oh, this is just fabulous. To the extent I don't know what I'm going to do next. What am I going to do next? I could just kick back now and win the game in about 3 hours. Woohoo. Let's do it. Just do a quick stop by the copper mine and make sure that's working. And if it is, I'm going to have to go and have a think about my next grand scheme. And our survey says that one looks like it's out. There we are. But seriously, just one copper mine out, we can cope with that. There we go, and what we can do is we can move this, build us one of those, bosh that in there, so he's got some work to do, and where did you go? Here we are. Stick you in here. Power! Oh, I missed one. Unlucky. I probably could have just placed that better and fixed that, but never mind. Excellent, good. Okay, so join me next time, and I think there is a potential problem. Let's have a go to the map here and zoom in. Yes, look. Remember our chums to the north? Well, we've now got chums to the south, and my defences down in the south are nowhere near as strong as they were in the north. So I suspect that's going to be our next problem. That we've also got not only a nice patch of resources, but another alien infestation there. Okay. I think we've got this largely under control. So join me next time, and we'll make some progress. What kind of progress, I'm not entirely sure yet, but we'll make some, and you'll be here to see it happen. Thank you very much. I've been Colonel Failure. You have a nice day.